Hi everyone, it's Mr. Hoffman. Today we're going to talk about the Musician Biography Project Research Collection Assignment. This part of your project is worth 40 points and it will be a classwork grade. It will be due on Friday, February 26th. Here is the document for this assignment. As you might remember from my presentation from last week, our objectives are to research a famous musical artist, examine a musical artist's body of work, and produce a biographical presentation. For this part of the project, you are doing these first two, researching a famous musical artist and examining their body of work. A reminder about the standards: you can pause the video and read this slide if you wish. Moving on, I have made some changes to the due dates and the different parts of the assignment. The musician selection was due this past Friday, February 12th. That was a 10-point homework grade. And you were just finding the basic information about your musician then. The research collection assignment is now worth 40 points instead of 20. It's still a classwork grade, but it's now due on Friday, February 26th. And there is the listening journal, which was going to be due on Friday, February 26th, but it's now going to be part of the biography presentation, and it's actually going to be extra credit. So it is optional. You do not have to do the listening journal number 3. But if you do complete it, then you can earn a homework pass. And that should be included with your biography presentation. Now, you might be thinking, Mr. Hoffman, that's the very end of the marking period. How am I supposed to use that homework pass? Well, when you turn in your biography presentation with the listening journal included, then you can let me know which assignment you would like to use that homework pass for. Probably a past assignment. You cannot use the homework pass for the project. So moving on. We just did musician selection, and now we are at research collection. So that's what this assignment is. You are completing this research collection form. You're going to put your name, your class, and the musician or group that you're doing for your project up here. You can see it is worth 40 points, and it's due on Friday, February 26th. That is not this coming Friday. It is the following Friday. So you have 2 full weeks to do this. Instructions. Read this first. First off, use this form to collect information for your project. This document, it doesn't need to be polished or neat in particular, but you must fill out as much of the information as possible. Make sure to copy and paste the link to any sources that you use while researching your musician. Google does not count as a source, but it's your friend. It can be a useful tool for locating sources. Some good places to start include the musician's official website, biography.com, rockhall.com, britannica.com, infoplease.com, and if you're really struggling, wikipedia.org. Make sure you write down the link for anything you plan to use in your final presentation, especially when it is photos, videos, or music. That way you can easily find it when it comes time to create your presentation. The worst that could happen is that you decide not to use something, and you can just get rid of that link because you eventually decided not to use it. But also, please keep in mind that artists from a long time ago, artists who are maybe no longer alive or were active a long time ago, they may have different kinds of photo, video, and audio sources available. Video was obviously not as common in the 1940s and 50s as it is now, although it was still kind of a thing. So just keep in mind, depending on when your artist was/is active, you may be finding different kinds of multimedia sources. This assignment, it's also the outline for your final presentation, which is due on Friday, March 5th, as I said. You can think of it as like a working document where you gather and organize the information before it goes into your presentation. All of the sections, except for Section 7, the listening journal, and Section 10, conclusion, must be completed by Friday, February 26th. The listening journal and conclusion, they don't have to be completed until you turn in your final presentation on Friday, March 5th, but they still must be completed then. And a quick note, because it doesn't say this very well here, and I'll fix that before I post the assignment. A quick note that listening journal is optional. Again, it is an extra credit assignment. That's part of your project. So if you choose not to do the listening journal, you can just sort of leave that blank. You don't have to touch that. They're included in this document, even though they're not due with the rest of it, so that you have that space to gather your information, to gather your research and thoughts, and to show you where you're going to put them in your final presentation when it comes time to do that. Aim to gather enough information to fill out 1 or 2 slides for each section. If you're sort of wondering, like, well, I'm finding so much, what do I use, what's important, what's not? 1 slide of information is enough, probably. 2 slides is plenty. 3 slides might be too much. That might mean that you'd have to decide which information is the most important for your audience to know about your musician, and you might have to leave some out. If you get super stuck during your research, come to office hours or reach out for help. I can help you find resources, I can help you narrow down information, or I can help you answer questions. Good luck. So I'll just quickly run through each of these. You'll notice under each of these there is a sidebar here. It's kind of like a table of contents. You click something and it'll take you to there. You're going to fill out everything that's under here. If I gave you a certain number of bullet points, you should probably fill up that many bullet points. You can always add more if you need. And it says under every section there's a sources. And that's where you're going to copy and paste the link to the article that you read or the website that you visited, and such. Another important thing to note is that if you include any videos or photos, you should include a link to it so that you don't lose it for later, because you could put it in this document, but that's something different from putting it in your presentation. Read through each of these. It seems like more than it is. This is only 6 pages without anything filled in. Probably you can expect that you'll have about 1 page or maybe half a page for each of these sections. So again, if you're getting super stuck, reach out for help. I can always help you try to narrow things down, or find resources to help you fill in some of that information. If you have any questions, again, come to office hours, reach out for help. Good luck. May the force be with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing your research by Friday, February 26th at 11:59 p.m. Bye.